It's the Hump Day edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about today, so let's get right to it. We'll start with this morning's temperatures. The Arctic invasion is in full force now out in the western U.S. Take a look at these mid-morning temperatures. Even as far south as Nevada, Utah, it's down into the single digits and teens this morning. Out towards San Francisco this morning, for them, this is real cold. It's in the middle 30s out there this morning. But, of course, the real shocking cold is up in Canada, where it's as much as 33 to 35 below zero, just west of Hudson Bay up here. And it's down in the single digits in much of the northern Rockies this morning. This is number one out of two cold shots that are coming south over the coming days. The next cold shot already brewing up here on the other side of the North Pole in Siberia and Russia. Next week, that's going to come across the pole and come south, and it's going to mean for us temperatures that we have not seen this early in the season since 1995. Talk about that a little more in just a second. Let's head back into the U.S. now and show you what's going on the radar this morning. We've got our area of low pressure, which is across Iowa and Missouri right now. Cold front out here, warm front in like this, and north of that low, we've got cold snow falling. And it's really adding up in Minnesota and Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan, heading back through the Dakotas. Temperatures with wind, when you factor in the wind, it's down well below zero. That's what it feels like in the Dakotas this morning, north and west of this area of low pressure. Our neck of the woods, quiet this morning. I'll pop on the satellite picture here this morning, and we'll show you that we do have some clouds around again today, kind of a hazy sky. It's not exactly going to be a bright and sunny day today, even some areas of fog out there this morning. But that's not going to stop the temperature from rising really quickly today. We're talking about mid-morning temperatures that are in the 40s in a lot of spots. We'll make it to the mid-50s by the end of the day today. All right, let's talk about what's going to happen as we head into the future here. Bring up our high-resolution computer model, and we'll talk about what the radar will look like as we head through time. We'll start with this evening. Right around 5 o'clock this evening, there may be a stray shower around. We've allowed maybe a 20% chance for a stray shower to come cruising through this evening, mostly after sunset. A lot of us won't even notice it's there, even if it does exist. Then we head through the overnight tonight, and here's midnight tonight, not much going on. Daybreak tomorrow, here at 7 a.m., we've got a couple of showers here. Our cold front tomorrow morning will be right out through here, and ahead of it there can certainly be some showers around. More of them down towards Cincinnati early in the day tomorrow, but as we head towards the midday hours tomorrow, a lot of this shower activity will head north and east. So here's the predicted radar tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. with a band of showers across the area. So while there's only a 20% chance of seeing a few raindrops today, we've got maybe a 70% chance that your backyard sees a few rain showers during the course of our Thursday. But all of this is going to change over to frozen precipitation as we head through time, especially after daybreak on Friday, and then through the daylight hours on Friday. Here's the GFS model's precipitation depiction for daybreak on Friday, right around 7:30 in the morning. The green, of course, is rain. When you start seeing these orangish or peachish colors, that's mixed precipitation, or more than likely a lot of sleet. The more pink, that's freezing rain, and then the blue is snow. This is right when we'll be transitioning, I think, from a mix of snow and sleet over to just plain snow. Daybreak on Friday, right in here through northeast Ohio and western Pennsylvania. Now, south and west of us, Cincinnati, down through Evansville, Cape Girardeau, that's a more prolonged period of sleet for a time Friday morning. And then this is going to be an ugly ice storm for Dallas and maybe Little Rock, heading over towards Tulsa. That's going to be a zone that they're going to have to watch for some accumulation of ice on trees and power lines and big problems. I don't think we have a lot of ice problems here, but while we could see a mix of precipitation here at daybreak on Friday, by Friday afternoon, Friday evening, it's going to be all snow. Here's the weather map for Friday evening, and we could be seeing some moderate snow at this point. It's probably heaviest south of Interstate 80 this time. North of Interstate 80, the precipitation is likely to be a little lighter for Friday afternoon, Friday evening. And when all is said and done, I suspect the bullseye of highest amounts across the area will be Columbiana County, maybe Lawrence County. The deeper moisture will be south of Interstate 80 this time around. So the way this will transpire is we'll get some rain showers Thursday, a gradual transition from rain to mixed precipitation, and then eventually just snow Thursday night into early Friday morning. Most of the day Friday will feature moderate snow across the region. Now, how much snow is going to fall? Here's the European model, predicted snowfall amounts across the region, and I'll try to zoom in a little bit here. This has generally about 5 inches southern Trumbull County, with up to 6 or 7 down in Columbiana County, Beaver County, parts of Lawrence County, Pennsylvania. So this does show that idea that south of Interstate 80, the amounts get a little higher. But a general 3 to 6 inches seems pretty likely, according to the European model here, with the overall bullseye in Ohio maybe being around Columbus, Cambridge, over towards Zanesville. Somebody in there could get 8 or 9 inches out of this before all is said and done. Here's the short-range ensemble model plume that I like to show you, and if you're a new viewer to this, I'll try to give you kind of a heads up as to what all these lines mean. This is a computer model that they run it over and over again, but each time they run it, they change the initial conditions a little bit. They change the temperature, the humidity, the pressure, all sorts of little things, and then they keep running it. And those little tweaks in the initial conditions give us different end results each time the models run. And this can kind of give us a range of uncertainty in the snow forecast. So all of these lines represent an individual run. Again, each line is a run that the initial conditions have been tweaked a little bit. The end result is we've got a range on here from anywhere from 0 inches up to about 8.5 inches at the Youngstown Warren Airport in southeastern Trumbull County. An average of all these runs of about 4.5 inches. So this, along with the European model information and some other computer model information as well, gives us a forecast of 3 to 6 inches on average for the viewing area out of this storm, most of it coming during the day Friday and very early Friday evening. So 3 to 6 is going to be our forecast. May get a little more snow Sunday evening before I change over to rain, but this map shows the total snow between now and Monday morning, or Sunday evening, I should say, across the east. A lot of snow in a lot of places. It's a very wintry pattern. And then the big story is going to be the cold next week. Take a look at these low temperatures next Wednesday morning, according to the European model, well down into the single digits. A lot of skinny numbers on here. I wouldn't be shocked if in a lot of places in Ohio, especially where there's a lot of snow on the ground, a lot of places drop below 0 for early morning lows a couple of mornings next week. And I mentioned this on social media this morning. This will be our coldest weather this early in the season in Youngstown since 1995. December 10th, 11th, and 12th, we had highs in the teens back in 1995. And so next week should be our coldest stretch this early in the season since 1995. So it's been a good 18 years. Well, that's weather for Weather Geeks on this Wednesday. I'll be on 21 News at midday today, and I will see you then.